Hey, geographers! Today we're exploring the fascinating world of pedogenic regimes, the environmental processes that shape soil around our planet. Okay, so think of pedogenic regimes as nature's soil making recipes. These are environmental settings where specific physical, chemical, and biological processes dominate soil formation. And guess what? There are only five major regimes that explain how soil develops across the globe. So the first one is laterization. Okay, so this is the tropical soil factory. Imagine hot, humid environments where weathering happens at lightning speed. That's laterization. Predominantly found in tropical regions, this regime is characterized by rapid mineral dissolution, speedy decomposition of organic matter, and formation of deep soils called latosols. So, fun fact, these soils can be tens of feet deep, but here's the catch. They're terrible for agriculture. However, they're a treasure trove for mining and iron and aluminum oxides. So, for an example, the Amazon rainforest is a classic laterization zone where intense heat and moisture are breaking down the rock minerals incredibly quick. Now, podzolization is the cold forest regime. Picture a cold coniferous forest with long, harsh winters. Welcome to podzolization. These soils are formed through slow chemical weathering, rapid mechanically weathered by frost, shallow and acidic. Generally, they are low in fertility. So think of the boreal forests of Canada or Scandinavia. This is podzolization in action. The next one is gleization, the waterlogged wonder. So gleization occurs in perpetually wet environments. Characteristics include slow decomposition due to a lack of oxygen, dark, highly organic soils, extreme acidic conditions, and supported by water tolerant vegetation. So imagine a swampy area where decomposition happens at a snail's pace. This is gleization. The next one is calcification, the calcium concentrate. So this is found in drier prairies and steppes. Calcification is all about calcium carbonate. So key features include the upward movement of calcium carbonate, formation of a calytic hard pan, the top part of the soil, driven by grassroot activities and water movement. Picture the grasslands of North America or the Eurasian steppes. Next up is salinization, the salt accumulation process. So, in extreme dry environments, salinization takes over. Here, characteristics are upward soil moisture movement, salt accumulation as the water evaporates, toxic conditions for most plant life. Most plants cannot live in that high salitic environment. And it can be managed through careful water strategies. So think of desert margins or poorly drained irrigated lands, the Salton Sea. Okay, next up is climate, the master controller. So here's a key insight. These regimes are primarily distinguished by climate, specifically temperature and moisture availability. Vegetation plays a secondary role. Laterization, we have high temperatures and moisture surplus. Podzolization, we have cold winters and moisture surplus. Calcification and salinization, we have a moisture deficit in areas. And gleization, we have more dependent on the local topography. So soil is not, again, soil is just not only dirt. It is dynamic. It's a living system. It's shaped by an incredible environmental process. Each handful tells a story of its climate, time, and geological transformation. So until next time, keep exploring and thanks for watching.